Arsenal winning the league is much more possible than Barcelona winning the Champions League.
So if you ask most fans to put their money on Barca winning the Champions League or Arsenal winning the Premier League, I bet you not many like me will put my money on Barcelona winning the Champions League than Arsenal winning the Premier League.
Hello everybody and welcome to Gold Rush Football Podcast on Gold Rush Football TV. I still remain your favorite podcaster. Today I have Moses here and also I have João here on this podcast. It's another brand new episode and I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who's been supporting this podcast. Your comments, your likes and the way you've been sharing it. Massive response from all our social media platforms. It ended Manchester City 2, Tottenham. Oh my bad. Manchester City 0, Tottenham 0. I won't give Man City what did they don't do. You know what did they not achieve. You know. So it's let me say Pep Guardiola can never. He's been having difficulties with beating Tottenham and also their woes from what happened last season. I think it continues. Manchester City 0, Tottenham 2. Guys, where should we start from? Pep Guardiola, Thomas Frank. Just you guys have it. Where should we just start from?
Very good game. Give it up to Thomas Frank. Tactically set up. One would think he would go to Etihad and sit back and try to counter, but no, they were going all out against Manchester City. You know, they had 12 shots on target. City had 10, despite the fact that City had the highest possession. You know, they were going all out. Even when he wanted to make substitution in the second half, he went for like. He took out Richarlison and Johnson and brought in Odegaard and Solanke. So it means that he wasn't planning to sit back. He was, and they had chances. Odegaard and Solanke had some nice chances that they would have taken. You know, so it's not just about. For me personally, I'm not surprised because I saw this same type of City during the Club World Cup where they show signs of I think they are back until Al Ali licked them like stew, you know. And so today I wasn't surprised that they lost to Tottenham. I was telling Sean last night that I think Tottenham started a chance and it came to pass today that they lost against Tottenham.
Is it a cause for alarm? This is the second game of the season for Manchester City. From a depleted team last season, it's a lot of chop and change. This season, Tonori came in. We have Cherki. We have Mamouche. He came in LA last season. So, should City fans be panicking right now, or what do you think?
So for me, it's a two-way thing.
Because losing 3 points in the second game of the season, and you want to go for the title.
So for me, it's a two-way thing. It's a cause of alarm. It's a cause for alarm, and it's a cause for awareness. So for a Tottenham side, it's a cause for awareness. Like my team, Liverpool is going to play Tottenham. Everybody's going to play Tottenham. So basically, we're going to look at the way they set up, and we will be more careful. Like this Tottenham is going to set up that they want to come outside to get a goal, sit back, come outside, get a goal. But for the side of City, I think it's a very big cause alarm for me. I think coming to this season, I was thinking Guardiola will put up a fight, as a manager that has won the league 6 and 7 years.
And there's a record that it never goes 2 seasons back to back
without winning the league. Yeah.
So the expectation was, let's see what this guy has.
I had high hopes on him. Like when I saw the first game, I was like, oh, Tijani Renders is there. They have a Cherki coming in from a sub and all that. I saw the way they played the first game. First, they were defensively bad. But I still think Man City will put up a good fight and they'll come. But seeing today's match, it's just like Tottenham with what's the name of their former coach? Tottenham with Ange. Tottenham with Ange and Tottenham with Thomas Frank. The Tottenham with Ange was even beating Man City. Yeah. Now the Tottenham with Frank, so he's still beating Man City. I think against Tottenham, I think Man City was just, I don't know what Guardiola was thinking. Playing Mamouche, his defense, the keeper and all that, but I still don't want to take this as a very big blow. I still want to feel that everybody gets your own wife You get people where you go play normal day. You get people where you go play on a normal day. They go collect that 3 points from your hand. So that's what I feel, that Tottenham is the side that is always giving Man City a tough time. So I still don't want to put too much pressure on this game. I want to see what other games will be like.
Moses, you know, I want us to still stick with this Manchester City. You know, in the first episode when we started this podcast for this season, I talked about their defensive goal. I said I'm not convinced enough with their signings of their defensive goals. They had, from the right back, you know, it's always been Kyle Walker's position for a very long time, you know, and now I mean still sticking with the right back, and now Kyle Havertz's been, Kyle Walker, who's been down for the past, you know, couple of months, even before he took the switch to AC Milan, and now down to, you know, so now they have, before Kyle Walker, they've been using Matheus Nunes for the right back. You want to use Matheus Nunes as your backup for Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis would definitely start the right back. How do you want to win something with Rico Lewis and Matheus Nunes as your right back, considering the fact that City plays their defensive, their 5 and 6, they always support the attack. So you need someone who can run and recovers. I don't see Rico Lewis doing that.
I think for me, it's not about playing Rico Lewis today. I don't think that was the issue. The issue with Man City that I'm saying is that they've checked out psychologically. The team is struggling to still be that same old Man City that they were, not realizing that teams no longer have that fear factor for them. If you check today, Tottenham was playing as if someone had told them that 3 points short for now today. They were playing like they were going out without considering that Man City is very good on the counter. So wherever they were taking the ball from, they were going man to man. Matassa, Palhinha and Betancourt did a fantastic job in the midfield. They were all over the whole pitch. So irrespective of whom City had played, whether it was Kyle Walker or Nunes as makeshift number 2, City would have still struggled today. They played against a Tottenham side that looked like someone is telling them or had told them, maybe Thomas Frank told them, if you guys win today, we have a chance of winning the Premier League. That's how they were playing. They were playing like, we don't care who Pep Guardiola brings. In fact, I was expecting that Pep will start Chucky. He did, and they still beat them today. So I think it is more of, I think it's time for Pep to leave more than what is going on right now in City.
Don't you think with their own Tottenham changing coach last season to Thomas Frank, the fight wasn't there. City could not even they couldn't even string passes together.
Absolutely.
They couldn't even, the threat wasn't there. Mamouche was just, huff and puffing, things wasn't going through.
Absolutely.
They brought in Doku. Doku, we already know what we can expect from Doku. And again, they are signing, despite City spend well this season. I mean, they've been spending since January.
They've been spending since January. They
so
brought in about
I need some questions.
I think honestly, I think Guardiola bought the wrong set of players.
You think so?
I think he bought the wrong set of players.
But Mamouche was very, very good with Eintracht Frankfurt last season.
You can buy Mamouche.
Shetty was one of the best. You
can buy Mamouche. But the position he was playing in Frankfurt is different from the position he's playing in Man City right now. Today's game, Guardiola used him out wide like a winger. But in Frankfurt, he was playing behind a striker. So look at Mamouche whenever he plays behind the striker. Then I think Guardiola should have invested in that defense. Take it or leave it. He should have invested in that defense. They should have gotten a proper 5, a proper 2. Even if you don't want to buy 2 centre back, at least buy a centre back.
These old guys have been using the stones of this world. The guys are getting the Ruben Dias of this world. These guys are old.
They are getting tired.
I think the motivation is not there. I mean, kudos to City. They've won this back to back. And I don't think there should be some.
I think at this point, if you've won 6 and 7 times, and you have one season you failed woefully, and the season you suffered losses you didn't suffer in a whole career. Right now, I think Guardiola is desperate to make that name that
before leaving.
Now me be the Guardiola. And now me get the tactics. Now me they put the inverting, they do this. I think that's what he's trying to do. But right now, over Sabi self can't enter. Buy a right back, you need a right back. Buy a defender, you are not buying a defender. So take it or leave it. He needs a right back, he needs a defender, and he needs a goalkeeper.
Don't be surprised when we wake up tomorrow morning.
And the goalkeeper is even trying to go for Donnarumma. Donnarumma is very bad with his feet because Pep loves playing out from the back. I remember when he brought Bravo. Is it Bravo from Barcelona?
Yeah.
When he said he didn't like João, Pep Guardiola make it so obvious that a goalkeeper is so important in his
system.
His system. So going for Donnarumma right now is a desperate Pep Guardiola trying to bring a world-class goalkeeper that doesn't know how to use the leg, and the implication of that is that teams will be running after Pep once they start Man City, when they start playing from the back, because they know if a player takes the ball back to the goalkeeper, it's going to be a problem for them. So it's just a desperate Pep Guardiola currently.
But if he buys a proper central defender that knows how to make the passes from the back, the keeper might have a lesser pressure. If he buys a proper center back and a proper right back. And one thing I don't understand is how come is Man City players having so many injuries? How come? Because I expect Akondi should be back. I expect Stones to be fit properly. I expect, but right now today, Adnoritu is injured in today's match. So I think there's something going on in that medical team too that needs to be watched. I think there's something going on in that medical team. Rodri is supposed to be back by September. Rodri is on the bench. He's on the bench now. So what is happening? Rodri was supposed to use a whole year training and get back. He was back before a year. So what is happening? Are these guys giving us false dates so that the opponents can be scared that or are they trying to make some rigmarole or something? I don't understand. But or is Guardiola rushing these players to be back on time? And I think Guardiola bought a lot of players that are not useful, like the likes of Jackie Chan,
those
which
desperate
buy, like the likes of Jackie Chan, which is the Kusinov. I don't. You can use that guy.
Oh yeah.
You can use that guy as a two. If you don't even want to go all out for a two, train him to be a two. He's a defender. A 5 or 6 can
play. It is even out of desperation that he started Kusinov last season, and that error that boy made, he never recovered from it. For a Jackson to be patting at the back and say,
this is Premier League.
This is Premier League. It's really hits the confidence. That's why some coaches are always careful in starting some newbies in giving them debuts, because it might go wrong. And the typical example is Kusinov last season. That error, that boy has never recovered since then. And then again, I realized that Man City is still struggling to find that Rodri kind of role. Somebody who sit back. Like today, we saw Nico Gonzalez and Pep Rangers. Both of them were going up front, not minding, not looking at the other person. A Rodri will always watch Gundogan or what's the name of their captain?
KDB, Kevin De Bruyne. Left.
De Bruyne. We watch him, wait for him to go, and if he goes, De Bruyne is always sitting. But today, both of them doesn't have that chemistry. Rangers and Nico didn't have that chemistry between them. We didn't know who was supposed to sit back, who was supposed to go, and it made them so open. Anytime Tottenham keeps going, they go really freely without anybody holding them or marking them in midfield. So it's a disorganized City right now. I think the best result for Pep at the end of the season might just be the same top 4.
Top 4 for City.
For the top 4, I think he should. I think he should make the top 4
because the league is getting more competitive every year.
I think he should make the top 4.
Teams are buying. The smaller teams are investing a lot. So you can't just expect you want to whitewash teams the way it's been done to like 4, 5 seasons, 6 seasons ago. No, everyone is waking up. So
since last season, Man City has already cast. He don't cast. So right now, this season, he still has some days to the market. He should go all out now, get a central back. Get a right back and get a new keeper.
So that brings the question of the saying which people say this guy not checkbook manager.
Absolutely, the whole world knows that check is.
But there's an argument towards that. I mean, well, we can say he is a checkbook manager, but with the way things is going, because you said he should go into the market and buy. These guys which he had, they are also good players. I stand to be corrected here. I mean,
they are also good players, but trust me, Pep.
Is it the solution
style,
buying more players?
Pep style of plays.
I think the solution for me is fire Pep Guardiola. Let him go.
Wow.
Yes, because I've seen great coaches come to Chelsea and they leave and the team still do well. Sometimes a change of system. Okay, look at Atnori. Atnori is more of a wing back kind of player. It's not a two that plays in a 4-3-3. It doesn't thrive. Atnori doesn't thrive in that kind of formation. If you bring a coach like Thomas Frank, I'm telling you, Atnori will be nodding in 3-4 assists every weekend because he will be running down the flank, because that's what they do, not sitting back. He's not that kind of player. So I think it's a change of system, a change of coach will really help Man City to find their mojo back. But Pep still being there, teams will become more confident and confident that we can beat you people at home. Imagine Pep losing his second game of the season at home. This is rare. It means it's going to be a long season for Manchester City. Not really long one, because they go collect this season. But they will nearly beat them.
But their defenders are eased also. Let's not forget that fact. If you buy John Stones cannot be fit for 20 matches, I can place my money on it. Akonji too cannot be
even
fit.
when fit. And those
players are 30 years above. So I think he needs a new energy.
Yeah.
If you pair a new energy with somebody like that, Ruben Dias, when he knows Ruben Dias can set Yash, and the new energy makes the runs. So
but for me, João, I believe defenders get better when they get older.
Not all defenders.
Most, I would say, one of the greatest defenders we have today, Van Dijk, John Terry, Bastoni, they get, when they are aging, because they use more of their head than their body. You know, Thiago Silva was 30 something and he was still balling, but more of the head than the legs. So my point is, if a change of system comes, you don't need this Diaz and the rest to be going up front trying to make an impact for you. You know, they will have the wing back. A coach that plays that type of wing back, that plays the formation would make these guys perform well than, you know, the role that we're seeing right now in City.
So you are saying Pep Guardiola is out of tactics?
I think he has run out of ideas.
All right, gentlemen, this is Gold Rush Football Podcast on Gold Rush Football TV. We've been having fun with my guys right here, and it's all about, you know, Manchester City and Tottenham. But again, João, should we be scared of Tottenham this season? Because this sign is looking because Thomas Frank with his former team, you can't give the guy Tottenham. What we say?
They add more better players.
So what should we be expecting from them? Is
right
it a
now,
good sign, or they are still going to be responsive? You know,
it's a good sign because the players right now, they are hungry, because our Brazilian number 9 is back, Richarlison. We all know they are hungry. They are hungry to play for this guy. Like he has not even played a Bissouma.
Yeah,
he has not played a Bissouma. So if a Bissouma can come back and behave normal and forget all this rubbish behavior he has been putting on, and he has a Palhinha that can clear anything.
Yeah,
Tottenham is a team to be wary of. But trust me, I still expect Thomas Frank to fail when he faced those big managers, because I expect the Amaka and him will show.
Yeah,
because the Amaka and him showed against PSG. So I still expect the Amaka and him will show, but he might not put up a fight. But how long will he be able to fight and still keep up the squad? I think against the smaller teams, he's going to pick up his points. Yeah. But against teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, I think he might find it difficult. He's going to create chaos. He's going to create chaos against all these top 6 teams. He's going to create chaos. But trust me, I still feel the teams that has more experience, that can take up their chances, are going to get away with win from Thomas Frank.
All right, now for Manchester City and Tottenham. On Friday, we saw Chelsea whitewashed. You know, they whitewashed the team. Graham Potter. Chelsea whitewashed Graham Potter. You know, so it's just like, I think it's like former gaffer. We could tell you as the team they go. Yeah. I mean, it was an outstanding performance from Chelsea. And Moses, what's up?
Yeah. Awesome game. Cole Palmer picked up an injury few moments before the game started. Esteval came in and to replace him as the 10. the surprising thing yesterday was that he started Delap and João Pedro, you know, in attack, and it worked out. Although the first 10, 15, 20 minutes
looks
it
ragged,
was
yeah.
chaotic.
Yeah.
Chelsea were trying to find their rhythm, but when they found their rhythm, they were ruthless, you know. And teams should be scared of Chelsea this season. When a team scores 5 goals and they have 5 different goal scorers and different players having assists, it shows there is fluidity, there is flair. The team is performing so well right now. Anybody can score. Even Sanchez can score right now in Chelsea. So I think it's a wonderful performance by Chelsea, and then I expect them to pick up from where they stopped yesterday. You know, nice game. João Pedro got 2 assists and 1 goal. You know, Chelsea showed what it is to be Chelsea. You know, when you go to a stadium like Stadium of Light, West Ham, and score 5 goals and conceded 1, it shows how much confidence this team have. Even with the fact that Liverpool was injured, you know, we still played like we never missed anyone, you know. So I think anyone that is not seeing this Chelsea as a threat, I'm sorry for them, because we are coming for the league this season. I've said it officially. I'm not backing out. I'm tipping Chelsea to win the Premier League this season.
João, the game, it was an outstanding performance from Chelsea, and then, you know, the first game in the league, it was it looks like what's going on, you know. These guys, are they tired, you know, maybe from the Club World Cup, and then they came out with a response, scoring 5 goals. You know, what's your expectation? I mean, what do you see to that?
Well, against West Ham, I think they should even.
Or Chelsea fans should just keep it slow, because it's just West Ham.
It's just West Ham.
Yeah.
They are going to beat West Ham. There's no. I've said it a couple of times. Thomas Graham Potter will be the first manager to be
fired. Yeah.
So I've said it a couple of times. So it's just against West Ham. So Chelsea that could not score against Crystal Palace now beating West Ham 5-0. What do you expect? Even Sunderland that just moved from the Championship to Premier League, won West Ham 3-0. So why wouldn't Chelsea be able to beat them 5-0? It's a normal win for me. I'm not putting anything special in that. I'm not taking anything special from that match, because Chelsea, I know, if it's a team that was sitting back, Chelsea will find it difficult to score a goal.
I see the bad belly in you.
So
that statement.
So and we all know Chelsea is Kopama FC. You know Kopama know Chelsea. So yesterday was just like Chelsea were playing with like maybe not this Mushi United, all this, you know, just like a top tier back team. So I don't rate West Ham. And when I saw West Ham score the first goal, I knew this one's the play. And Chelsea go beat on like Cyril Latif. So it's a normal win for me. I'm not taking any too much observation or too much positive. I want to see Chelsea against the bigger teams. Let's see them against the bigger boys. Even when I expected Chelsea to do more was last season, when everybody was even taking their points from Guardiola. Man City beat them man away now. So nobody is Chelsea. So I'm not taking anything special from them until they put up the performance.
You see,
I want to see.
You can feel the hatred from from his voice.
I understand. You know, when Liverpool sees such performance, they should be threatened, because they know if Chelsea turn up the same way we turn up, you know, yesterday, it will be. I see. If Chelsea played the same way they played yesterday, we can beat anything. Whether it is West Ham, whether it is Liverpool, whether it's City. If they turn up the same way we turned up yesterday, you know, we had just 6 or 7 goals on shots on target, and we converted 5, which shows that we are clinical, we are ruthless. We don't play in front of goal. So, you know, scoring 2 set piece, you know, it's something special. Set piece, set piece. So it's normal for a Liverpool fan to be scared that, you know, if we meet them, what it will look like, you know. So it's a very good game, very, very, very good game.
You know, we've talked about this in the first episode of the podcast, and then are you still confident Chelsea is going to win the league?
I'll tell you,
let's be realistic now.
I'm very realistic.
So because now, you know, last season we talk about being top 4. Chelsea will make top 4. But now, if you're watching this is Good Rush Football Podcast on Good Rush TV. Officially, Moses is saying Chelsea. Moses don't come out to play. They say Chelsea will make top 4.
No,
Moses is telling us Chelsea is going to win the league. Sheo, that's a hot shot for you. So on the 23rd of August. of this podcast, which is being recorded.
Moses said it.
Yeah, so where at the end of the season, hopefully that happens, and then he's going to be the happiest man come May or June. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, this is Gold Rush Football Podcast on Gold Rush Football TV, and we have the fans question here, and I'll be starting with the very first one. It says, based on the new signings, start, bench, sell or drop Victor Gyökeres, Hugo Ekitike, Benjamin Sesko, and João Pedro. Based on the new signings, who you have a team, who are you going to start? Who are you going to bench? Who are you going to sell? And who are you going to drop?
So first, I will sell Sesko because he has not. I don't see anything. The highest goal he scored in Leipzig is, I think, 13-14 goals a season. So I don't really see anything that will want me to look a second time into Sesko. So I will sell him outrightly. I'm going to bench Gyökeres because I feel he's coming from a league that is not that competitive. I feel if he's able to score 15-20 goals in his first season, then I can start taking him serious. So for that, I will bench Gyökeres.
Okay.
Then I will start, right?
Yes.
I will start. Who is the next one? João Pedro. Because of his exploits with Brighton, his exploits with Chelsea at the Club World Cup, and he has picked up again this season, scoring 1 goal and 2 assists yesterday. And then the next person will be, the fourth one is what? Which striker?
Yeah, Ekitike.
Ekitike. So what's the last option left?
You are going to drop him. Start, bench, sell or drop. You start in bench, sell.
I'll drop Ekitike. Because the same way I feel about Sesko being a 13-14 goals a season striker is still the same way I see Ekitike. Even though he has started well in the Liverpool shirts, in the Community Shield and their first game of the season, he has proven that he has some potential. So I'll drop him while I'm going to start João Pedro.
Sure. Start, bench, sell or drop.
So first, I'm going to sell João Pedro because you can't play in Premier League and all your career you don't have 50 league goals.
Wow.
He doesn't have 50 league goals. Quote me anyway. So I'm going to sell João Pedro.
Like sell.
Sharp.
Dano.
Sharp.
Drop. Who are you dropping?
I'm going to drop Sesko. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'll start to go Ekitike and I'll bench Gyökeres.
Wow. Moses. João Pedro. He said he's going to sell him. I mean, drop him.
He doesn't have 50 league goals.
Well, the second question goes this: for you guys, is Eze a game changer for the title race? Now, Arsenal have Eze plus a lot of.
For me,
is he a game changer in the title race?
He's a very good buy. Every team will want an Eze in their team, but what Arsenal needs is a striker,
which they have now.
And aside from a striker, who is in charge is Arteta. So the biggest problem is Arteta, not even they are buying Eze or they are buying a striker. I still stand that the major problem Arsenal has or have is Mikel Arteta. He's the one that doesn't know how to use the tool he has. If you like, give him Lewandowski. If you like, give him Haaland. If you like, bring in Rodri into Arsenal. Mikel Arteta will still end up second or third as he's been doing. That's his best. So it's not a thing of being Eze being a game changer or not. It's not. It's still the same Arsenal.
I think an Arsenal fan will
nothing going to change.
I think having a Chelsea fan and a Liverpool fan would not give justice to the answer. João.
Well, for me, Eze is a game changer
in the title race, right?
In the title race, it's a game changer. But the only thing I'm worried about is, does Arsenal as a team, does Arteta as a coach has the mentality to go and win the league?
So both of you are saying Arteta is a problem now.
Yeah.
To me, because so sometimes as a manager, your players might be down, your players might not be up to par. How you help them, how you switch things out,
how you move them, how you rotate them,
how you
set them up,
makes a lot of difference.
Yeah,
so are you telling me when Arsenal has the best of Bukayo Saka not being injured, and now than Bukayo Saka cannot stay
2-3 months without being injured.
That long time. Then 2, as Mateta himself, the manager he learns from. The past question is he learned from the manager.
It's expired right
now.
The
past question they've dropped it already. The manager he learned from has dropped. He has dropped the past.
Even himself.
He has dropped the past questions. So I think it's high time he needs to start doing some stuff extra. I saw it in the first match. If you see a team that wants to really play out Arsenal, sit back and take the win. Yes. Yeah. But when it comes to, I'm not scared of all these other things. But when he gets Arsenal playing teams like Aston Villa, Newcastle, Bournemouth, if Arsenal can take a win and a draw from those fixtures, then I can take Arteta serious. But right now, I think Arteta lacks the mentality. Yeah. Wow. But Eze is a good addition. He's a good player. Yes, he's a factor to consider for them. Yes, they have the score right now. There's no excuse. It's an addition. Yes, he put them as he put them as number 1 title contender. Even a player from Liverpool said Arsenal is the favorite to win the league. That's Mohamed Salah.
Well, all I hear from you guys is all I can just pick out is an Arsenal 8. So the Arsenal fans are coming to you. This is Moses at Moses CJ on Instagram, and this is Oluwaseun Adegoke. So just visit him on his page.
The honest opinion.
All right, the next question goes thus. It says, what's more likely to happen in future? Arsenal to win the Premier League or Barcelona to win the Champions League?
I think Barcelona to win the Champions League, because you see last season they were close. If not for the naivety of Barcelona in the dying minute against Inter Milan, when they're supposed to kill the game, do a little bit of matured time wasting, they were still trying to go all out as if they were still looking for goals. So I see Barcelona at least winning it or getting to the final of the Champions League than Arsenal winning the Premier League.
Sure.
I see Arsenal winning the league, but I don't see Arteta as the coach. I feel Arteta might get sacked, and this Arsenal team already had the squad. You can just bring in another new manager and he had the new tactics to them and they win the league. But I don't see Barcelona winning the Champions League. You see, it's a course we have already placed on them, and we're happy the course is flowing.
Winning the league for Arsenal, I mean, to me, if you ask me, I'll say Arsenal winning the league is more likely than Barcelona winning the Champions League. Because Barcelona this season, the situation which they find themselves, it's much more worse than the way it was even last season. And you can't expect a team that does not even have a stadium. Right now, Barcelona don't have a stadium. The first 3 games which they are playing is away games in the league. They are still begging UEFA to play their first away Champions League, to play their games, most of their away, their Champions League games away. They don't have a stadium. The Spotify Camp Nou is not ready. They can't use the Montjuic again. All this, with the fact that you can't register enough of players. I mean, we need to give Hansi Flick kudos for even winning the league last season, despite all what was happening off the pitch. So you want to tell me, with all this situation, with all these basketballs happening to Barcelona, they want to win the Champions League? Hell no. Even if they win the league, you must also give credit to Hansi Flick this season, because it's not balanced.
Yeah, I agree with you that the Barcelona have all of their challenges, but in football, 1 + 1 is not 2. You can be going through all of this and your team have the chemistry. Once that chemistry is there, the coach knows his player is playing well, the players understand the system, they're playing as a team. Take Barcelona to Bolton Wanderers field, they will still play as if they're in Camp Nou. So that is what the unique thing about Barcelona currently is, that they have this chemistry in the team. They've brought in a Rashford that wants to show the world that I am not dead yet. So if you have a team like that where everyone is playing like a unit, it doesn't matter where is your home or where is your away, everywhere becomes your home. So that's why I'm still saying that Barcelona is 100% possibility that they could win the Champions League than Arsenal, whom I know that Arteta will find a way to flop things before the end of the season.
But we all know night of Champions League sometimes is always being decided by your fans. I mean, we can't take anything away from the fans, and having settling down in the Champions League, we see what happens on the night of Champions League. The away teams, being the home advantage, and even being settled. I mean, Moses, They don't have. It's not been. We don't even know if Barcelona will be playing at the Spotify Camp Nou this year. So it's something. Even some of the players are not yet registered. 3-4 players of Barcelona are not yet registered. The way Hansi Flick is managed, he's just been pretending that everything is fine, but everything is not okay with that team. So you want to. Arsenal is well. Take the fact that Arteta, you guys Arteta 8. Take that away from Arsenal. Yeah. They are a well-structured team. They don't have any problem. Their finances is okay. Yeah. They don't have any business not winning the league this season.
Yeah,
but they don't have any excuse.
The question you.
So that's why Arsenal. Yeah, yes. That's why I still believe Arsenal winning the league is much more possible than Barcelona winning the Champions League. So because they have no excuse right now. If you go back to what's going on with Arsenal fans, even 65% of Arsenal fans we've spoken to and they've come to this podcast, what do they tell us?
They want
so if Arteta is not winning the league, there is a problem.
So the thing is, the team under Arteta you see today has almost been the same team we've seen in the last 3 years. Now, the problems you've counted with Barcelona, they were there last season. In fact, last season, many Spanish league fans tipped Real Madrid to win the league
because they won. Because this season, because they won. Yeah. I mean, so from the outside, you can say yes, this is what is going on. Barcelona can win the league, but as an insider, as a Barcelona fan, as someone who knows what's going on in the squad and what is happening, I mean, we can see before last season, when last season came, when everyone tipped Real Madrid. Why? Because they're going to sign Kylian Mbappe.
Let me say this.
Because they signed.
Let me say this one thing. If you ask most fans to put their money on Barca winning the Champions League or Arsenal winning the Premier League, I bet you not many like me will put my money on Barcelona winning the Champions League than Arsenal winning the Premier League.
But the reality set out right. That's where I'm coming from now.
He did not say Arsenal should win it this season.
I'm not saying they should win
this season.
In the future.
Even in the future, I'm still saying Barcelona.
Because look at it, right now they have they have two personnel in each position. Right now for Arsenal, they don't have anything. They don't have any excuse. Because they've been coming second, and now they have everything that it takes. They have the striker which they've been clamoring for all this while. They don't have any problems. So I mean, looking at it, let's be realistic with what's going on. I feel Arsenal winning the league is much more likely.
Arsenal is not going to win.
So winning the Champions League. Can we say if Arteta wins an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup, is he still going to be an Arsenal manager? Do you think so? If he wins the FA Cup,
even without winning any of those, he's still likely to be an Arsenal manager because the club is not ambitious. They lack ambition. So if Arteta wins the Carabao, I'm telling you, in the next 50 years, he's not leaving.
I think he's going to leave if he doesn't win the league.
All right, let's take this one more question, and it's going to be the last question for the day. If you are Carlo Ancelotti, the Brazilian manager, who are you starting? Richarlison or João Pedro?
Definitely, it's very obvious. João Pedro gives you a lot that Richarlison doesn't give to you.
You for real?
Yeah. João Pedro will drop into the midfield, try to determine.
That's if you are Carlo Ancelotti.
If I'm Carlo Ancelotti, definitely I will be starting João Pedro ahead of Richarlison. Richarlison it's not, you can't even call him an out and out striker. Yes, he does well if he has his chances, but a João Pedro will give you more. He can drift to the right, to the left. He can support your right wing, your left winger. He can drop to the midfield. He can do a lot. It can, as a coach, João Pedro can help me switch my formation easily than a Richarlison. So I will always pick João Pedro ahead of Richarlison.
Let me hear from you before I had mine.
So for me, if I'm Carlo Ancelotti, I'm a natural manager. I don't need a 9.5. I don't need a 9.5. I'm going to start Richarlison because in the Brazilian squad already,
they have those that can do that job. They have those that can. So they have the creativity.
The creativity is already there. So I don't.
Vinicius is there.
Rafinha is there. So
Bruno Guimaraes is there. So they have all these guys.
All those creativities.
But again, the question is if you are. So if Moses is Carlo Ancelotti.
For me, if I'm Carlo Ancelotti, I'm going to start Richarlison.
And I will second that.
I need a striker that's going to sit in the box. So when my wingers cross out the ball wide, make a pass, I need a striker that will be there to finish up. I don't need a 9.5.
Okay. All right, this has been Gold Rush Football Podcast on Gold Rush Football TV. I want to say a very big thank you to those of us that have been listening and have been watching this. Your likes, your comments, we really appreciate it. And don't stop liking, don't stop sharing. We want to say a very big thank you to you. From me and the guys, have a lovely week ahead of you.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.